Honesty is the best scam. One honest action covers dozens of dishonest ones. Even most suspicious peoples bring down their guard, seeing honest acts. Once your honesty opens the hole in their armor, you can manipulate whoever, whenever and wherever.
Let's clarify it with short story.
Sometime in 1926, a well-dressed man paid a visit to the most feared gangster, named Capone.
If you will give me $50,000, I will double it.
Capone had more than enough funds to cover this investment.
Okay. Double it in 60 days like you said. Else.
Lustig left with the money and kept it in a safe deposit box. Lustig made no effort to double it. The $50,000 remained in the bank box, untouched for 2 months. He returned and looked at the gangster's stony-faced bodyguards, smiled apologetically and said,
"Please accept my profound regrets. I'm sorry to report that the plan failed. I failed.
Now you choose, in which river I shall throw your body parts."
But the Count reached into his coat pocket and withdrew $50,000, and,
"Here, sir, is your money, to the penny. I would have loved to have doubled your money for you, and for myself. Lord knows I need it. But the plan just didn't materialize. Again, my sincere apologies."
Capone sagged back, confused.
I know you're a con man. I knew it, the moment you walked in here. I expected either $100,000, or nothing, but this, getting my money back, well, you're honest. Here's 5 to help you out.
The $5,000 was what Lustig had planned to grab. Lustig dared to target such a dangerous person. Normal person would spend their life being afraid. But Lustig understood that a man like Capone spends his life mistrusting others. No one around him is honest. And being so much in the company of wolves is exhausting.
Even depressing.
Lustig's act of selective honesty disarmed Capone.
So he succeeded in his plan.
So do not shy away from practicing this law on the Capones of the world. The essence of deception is distraction. Distracting the people gives you the time and space to do something they won't notice. An act of honesty or generosity distracts people from your real intention. In ancient China this was called giving before you take. Giving makes it hard for another person to realize taking. Bluntly taking something from someone is dangerous. The victim will plot revenge. It is also dangerous to simply ask for what you need, no matter how politely, unless the other person sees some gain for themselves. So learn to give before you take. It softens the ground and creates a distraction.
Giving? How to give and what to give?
Giving can take many forms: an actual gift, a generous act, a kind favor, an honest admission, whatever it takes.
Yeah, even I heard of a king of ancient Greece gifted their enemy a wooden horse. Inside the horse, there were armies hidden. Using this gift, they won the battle. Really, gifts rises child within us, and blinds us to see enemies' deceptive moves. But when to use honesty?
We are all creatures of habit, and our first impressions last long. So, show honest or generous acts at first encounter with people. If someone believes you were honest at the start of your relationship, it takes a lot to convince them. When you have a history of deceit behind you, no amount of honesty will fool people. Once people know you as deceitful, to act honest all of a sudden is simply suspicious. In these cases it is better to be villain. Once when Count Lustig was about to sell the Eiffel Tower to an industrialist. Industrialist believed the government was auctioning it. He was prepared to hand over a huge sum of money to Lustig. At the last minute, the mark was suspicious. Something about Lustig bothered him. At the meeting, Lustig sensed his sudden distrust. Leaning over to the industrialist, Lustig explained in a low whisper,
"My salary is so low, I can't even handle my finances."
After a few minutes of this repetition, the industrialist realized that Lustig was asking for a bribe. For the first time he relaxed. Now he knew he could trust Lustig, since government officials were dishonest. In this case, selective honesty would have had the opposite effect. What have you understood today?
Honesty covers dozens of dishonest acts. Being surrounded by wolves is exhausting, even depressing. So, people trust honesty blindly. The essence of deception is distraction, and best distraction is honesty. Learn to give before you take. It softens the ground and people forget to be careful. First impressions last so long. So, show your honesty at first encounter with someone. If you have a reputation of deceit, no amount of honesty will work. In this case, it is better to be villain. And at last, use selective honesty.